A very warm welcome to week 6, project 6. So we're going to look at what we did in the tool section in project 6 and implement it in your projects with respect to the topic that you have chosen. So it's week 6, section P6. So if you remember, we did questionnaires and cue cards. So let's try to apply to the project that you are trying to do. Okay, it's still part of the primary research. So you need to prepare and administer the questionnaire. Okay, so there are two ways of doing it. Okay, first you need to prepare the questionnaire, make a set of questions that will help gather some more data on your subject, especially that data that you've not been able to collate from the secondary research. Okay, and depending on the convenience of accessing your users, either you can actually go to them physically. Okay, if that is not possible, you can try to do it online. So both methods are valid. Okay, so let's go through the next slides to understand how to do this. Okay, so first thing is whether can you do it individually? Yes, of course. Okay, and doing it in small groups always helps. Okay, so because you can share responsibilities when you're doing it in a group. Okay, how does questionnaires help? That we've answered before. It helps you get information or data from several respondents. Okay, and it's also can be done in a short time in a very systematic and organized manner. Okay, and the data collected, especially the quantitative information, it's very easy to visualize this in form of charts and diagrams, and you'll be able to compare and analyze this data. Okay, so that's the best part of it. Of course, you can extend this also to qualitative information. Let's look at the type of questionnaires. We have gone through this in the previous section. Open-ended questions, or they are unstructured questions. Close-ended questions, they are structured questions. Dichotomous questions means yes or no. You know, they have two answers to it. Multiple choice questions where there is many answers that you can tick. Okay, and scaling questions where you can put it on a rating scale. Okay, so these are the 5 typical types of questions that you can have in your questionnaire. Okay, and so what are the steps? Okay, first you need to identify what information you need. Okay, and you need to identify which group of users you're going to administer the questionnaires. Okay, write down the questions in a very clear manner. Okay, figure out the type of question and the kind of response you want as answers for each of these questions. And then you need to administer the question either online or offline. Okay, and then once you get the responses, you need to analyze this information, and maybe you can represent it as charts and diagrams. Okay, and once you do that, you need to compare between the answers that you got or the responses that you got and make a summary of the inferences from this study. Okay, so very simple. Identify the data, identify the user groups, write the questions down, figure out what kind of questions and answers for these would be there, administer the questionnaire either offline or online, analyze the responses and make charts and maps and make a summary of inferences. Okay, so very simple. Let's have a look at aspect of talking to experts by making use of a tool known as cue cards. So if you look at experts, they are knowledgeable about your topic. You know, they are subject experts, and if you talk to them or converse with them, they could provide you with in-depth information, okay, especially that is relevant to your topic. So you need to locate where these experts are. Okay, and the ones that you're looking for could be scientists working in this field. Okay, faculty does research many times in the topic. Okay, it could be field officers, managers, or other experts. Okay, especially anybody who's been working in this particular area, you think they have the knowledge, you need to locate these experts, get permissions, make appointments, and then go and talk to them. Okay, and while talking to them, you can make use of cue cards, which are very helpful as reminders, okay, on what to ask and when to ask during the conversations with the experts. What are cue cards? These are very small pieces of card paper. We mentioned it as A6. A6 is if you fold an A4 paper, it becomes A5 size, and if you fold the A5, it becomes a A6 size. Okay, kind of small. Okay, and you kind of put it one after another like a stack, and you can write keywords connected with what you want to ask, maybe short phrases. Okay, so they are put one behind the other. Okay, and then you can use it while conversations, and it becomes like a good reminder. Okay, so you're not tensed about asking questions. You always have a cue card for your assistance. Okay, and of course these can be used at other instances also, like you can use it while doing contextual enquiry, or while talking to the users. You can use cue cards. Of course, what we are saying is that make use of it while talking to the experts. Okay, let's look at the steps involved in talking to the experts. First, you need to identify the experts connected with your subject, okay, that you would like to talk or discuss with. Note down the list of issues that you would like to talk to the expert. Write down the issues either as keywords or in short phrases on the cue cards. Then you need to go to the expert and talk to them, okay, and make use of these cue cards while you're talking to them. And you need to take down notes of the conversation, or maybe record it, and then replay it back and make a summary of it, and you'll see that you can make inferences from this conversation, which will be very useful for the subject that you're trying to solve. Okay, so that was week 6. So that's making use of the tool, the cue cards, okay, while talking to the experts. So thanks a lot for listening. This was section P6 of week 6. Let's summarize. We did the second part of primary research, more user studies, and we made of these two tools, asking questions, preparing questionnaires, and talking to subject experts. And this you made of use in your project, and followed by a case study which will happen after this. It's a very interesting case study, a combination of product design and packaging design.